Hey, what's up everyone? Happy Dude here. Now, I'm a big car guy, so of course I'm going to try out Forza Horizon 6. Everyone is praising this game like it's the best racing game out there, so let's see if that's true. So first we're going to try out the performance. So here are all the graphical settings. Most of them are on Ultra, and you can go up to extreme. Remember when in the past we only had low, mid and high, then we had ultra, then extreme? What will be the next step? Ultra extreme to the max. But seriously, this is the performance you're gonna get with a 9070 XT. So yeah, 35 FPS isn't that great. That is with all the ray tracing on the maximum also, and without any frame gen or upscaling. So that's just a native 4K resolution. So when you put quality mode on, that is with upscaling, then you will get 50 FPS. Balanced mode is just under 60 FPS. Performance is just above 60 FPS, and ultra performance will get you about 70 FPS. So that's not that great, especially because this is a racing game. It's very fast paced, so I think 120 FPS is needed. Well, that's my preference anyway. Here's a little bit of live gameplay. The FPS also depends on where you are, in the countryside, in the city, or racing against others. It can make a difference of 10 up to 20 FPS. So yeah, the graphics look amazing. I can't say anything about that. At least on the outside of the car. On the inside, the interior doesn't really look that realistic. The dashboard always looks like it's made out of Play-Doh, and there isn't a lot of lightning effects on the dash and the window like you saw on Forza Motorsport. That was done a lot better than this. Now the countryside and the city, it all looks amazing in the daytime and especially at night when it's raining. But when you take a closer look in the city and the alleyways, it all looks very, very dead. This city doesn't look alive at all. It's just like an abandoned film studio. Yeah, it's also lifeless. Now I want to see if I can get any better performance, so I'm going to put it back into native 4K without any upscaling. Then you will get 35 FPS when everything is on ultra setting. But I'm going to turn off all the ray tracing stuff from the world and the cars, and just use the reflections that are rendered in-game, so no live ray tracing. I want to see if it looks any good and if we get any better performance. And all the other settings remain on ultra, and holy crap, 84 FPS. And look at that, we still got the reflections in the window and on the car. It looks completely identical to me. I see no difference whatsoever. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep this. Maybe there's some setting in the game itself that ray tracing is in the engine itself. But honestly, I don't see any difference. But I do notice the extra FPS. It's really, really smooth right now. And this is without any upscaling. So let's see what happens if we turn upscaling to quality mode. No way. Over 100 FPS. And still with all the reflections and all the settings on ultra. No, that's a lot better. It's still not 120, but I can live with this. Yeah, very happy with that. Okay, now let's do a little race because after all, this is a racing game. And I've done all the races in the beginning and I'm not really impressed. It looks amazing, but the cars don't feel like cars on the road. It all feels disconnected, and if you bump or crash into things, it doesn't really matter. You just drive through them. Yeah, so there's not really a challenge, and everything you earn in just a few races in the beginning. You get an M4, another racing car, and you get a lot of money. So there's not really a challenge in this game. I bet if you put an hour or 2 hour in this game, you will already have some Ferraris and Porsches. So yeah, there's not really a challenge, and I like a challenge. You need a little bit of grind to get the satisfaction of earning a car. Here it doesn't really give you that feeling that you've earned the car. So yeah, I'm just getting the same feeling as in Forza Horizon 5, and honestly, it looks a bit the same. The reflections and the graphics are a little bit better, but overall, this just feels like another copy paste story. Just it's a different location now. It's in Japan instead of what was Forza Horizon 5 Mexico, and Forza Horizon 4 that was fun in Great Britain. That was a really fun game. Also with a lot of cars. Here there are, well, only 500. I know 500 is a lot, but when you actually take a look at the amount of cars with all the brands, it's not that much actually, but it's alright. 500 is a nice number to start with, but I've expected more from this game. Yeah, and it's also not that hard to race. It's actually pretty easy to win. No matter how good or bad you are still going to earn a lot of money, points, and cars. So this is more of a feel-good game because your skill level doesn't really matter in this game. So if you're really good at racing games, you're going to get bored very fast with this. And if you suck at racing games, you're probably going to enjoy this game. And that's probably the reason why so many people like this. People are just not used to having a bit of a challenge or a grind. Modern games are just too easy to play.